Hey guys, so all week long I've been taking photos of birds, and I'm going to go through and rate them out of 100 for how much I like the bird and how much I like the photo. So here we go. Okay, so right off the bat, this photo looks pretty nice. I think the lighting is good. It kind of looks like this bird has gone to heaven. We can see here he's looking at the camera. I like that. He looks odd. So he's got some personality for sure. Here he's kind of giving me some side eye. If we zoom in here, we can also kind of see that he's wearing this metal bracelet. I'm not sure what that is. I think they must be tracking this guy. And there's the other side of his head, so he's kind of saying no, right? And if we zoom in, he's kind of got this weirdest expression on his face. He kind of looks upset, you know, kind of the same view he is here. He looks a little distraught or something. Like maybe this day isn't going good for him. I will give this bird 85. And I think I'll give the photo an 85. Okay, next we have this guy. He's not really looking at me. The photo's kind of dark. Really, this branch is lit up, which isn't preferred. Here we can't even tell what kind of bird this is. This could just be a bunch of feathers, really. Something in this photo probably gets like 30, and this bird gets a 5. Now we have the same kind of bird as the beginning. He's kind of doing a different stance here. Giving me some side eye again. His feet, kind of odd, right? So, but it's pretty nice. I mean, this is pretty nice lighting. The background's all blurry. The foreground's all in focus. I think I'll give this photo a 85, and this bird, I don't know, he has less personality than the other one, but he seems happier. I'll give him a 77. Here's another bird, not really in focus here, but he's a big bird, which makes it more exciting of a photo. Here's some kind of gliding around. I think he's looking for, you know, rats to eat or whatever. It's cool. I was happy to see this guy's big. Yeah, I mean, these photos I'm going to give 24. Bird, I'll give 71. This is a bird, he's flying around. I can't really tell what's going on in his head. I think this bird will get a 26 and the photo will get a 36. Here's a little bird that was on this fence here. It's really blurry. This photo probably gets like a 16. I think the bird will get a 17. Oh, here's a robin. It's pretty in focus, but it's kind of boring still. Probably give this guy a 22, give the photo a 31. There's one of these guys. They're everywhere. This bird will get a 2. The photo will get a 22. This one I like. This is a grackle. I think he's shedding. He's got a really sharp beak here. Got a bunch of these feathers that are kind of falling off. His tail looks weird. I really like this photo. So I'd probably give this like a 82. Give this bird, because he looks a little uncomfortable and odd, I'll give him a 73. So this photo I really like. There's a robin. He's flying off. He looks like he's in a hurry. You can kind of see his feet are still here, so it's at the very beginning of his taking off here. I'll give this guy a 32, and I'll give this photo a 64. Here's an oriole sitting in a tree. Didn't really expect to see this. The photo is a little too bright. When I zoom in, he's kind of looking like he's in the microwave or something. He looks pretty authoritative. He looks like he could be a leader. I'll probably give this bird a 54, photo a 47. Here we have a photo of a heron. He's kind of standing quite odd. I don't know what he's doing with his wings here. It's very blurry. You can see I had to zoom in quite a bit here. I think I'll give this bird, because he has some personality, a 70, and I'll give this photo a 16. Okay, here we have a mourning dove sitting in a tree. It's a pretty blurry photo. He has these weird pink feet. He's got this nice blue eye. You know, if this was in focus, I might think it was a good photo. I can't really tell what he's thinking. I feel like this bird's a little brain empty. You know, this bird 24, and I'll give the photo 12. Here's a photo of a pelican. I think this is a pretty good photo. It looks pretty in focus. You can see he's kind of balding up here. He looks tired. This was in the morning when I took this, so I think he's just waking up for the day. He has these nice feathers here. I think it's a pretty nice photo. I think it's a pretty good bird. I think we can kind of get a little bit of personality out of him from this. So I'd say this bird is a 82, and I'd say this photo is a 73. Here we have a spotted sandpiper. I was pretty excited to see this guy. I like to see sandpipers and, you know, these birds that walk on the shore. I think he's got like a rock in his mouth here, so that's pretty good. I'll be honest, not a lot of personality out of this guy. I think it was pretty early for him, too. Yeah, I'll probably give him a 43, and I'll give the photo 52. Here I saw a chipmunk. I think that this chipmunk is pretty cute. He's got this little tail. He's really small. Like if I zoom out, you can see he's on this log. He's really not large at all. He's quite small. He's got these little feet. He's got these little arms. He's looking kind of hungry. I think I'll give this guy a 83, and I'll give the photo 91. Here we have is what I believe is a song sparrow. He's kind of poking out behind these leaves here. I like this photo a lot. I think he's got a lot of personality. He's kind of hiding. He doesn't want to be seen, but I did see him. We can see his little feet here. He's holding onto this branch. He's trying to hide. You know, I'll give this bird a 74, and I'll give the photo 75. Here we have a photo of a great blue heron. He is in a stance that I've never seen a great blue heron. He kind of looks like he's a vampire or something. The photo's quite blurry, which I actually think adds to it here, because it looks kind of mysterious or kind of like a, like a cursed photo maybe. So I'll give this guy a 82 and I'll give the photo a 83. Here we have a ruby-crowned kinglet. I think he looks pretty interesting. You can see his little hairdo here. If I go to the next one, you can see there's another angle on him. He's kind of looking at the sun here. I think this is a pretty cute bird. I think he's got a pretty good personality. This photo, it could use some help. We're kind of focusing on these pine needles here. I'll say that this guy, he's 81 in the photo. It's got to be like a 52, right? Here we have a photo of a brown-headed cowbird. I like to see this bird. He looks quite large. He looks like he's wearing a big coat. He's got his little feet here. It's pretty in focus. The background's all blurry. This was in focus. We have this nice little pine cone here. I think this is a pretty good photo. I think this is a pretty good bird. I'd give this guy a 91 and I'd give the photo a 73. I think we have a ruby-crowned kinglet, but it's a woman. And here's his little legs. He's kind of hiding in this bush here. He's actually pretty in focus. I spent a while looking for him. He was kind of screaming out of this bush. So I don't know what I'll give him. He has a lot of personality, kind of a lot of personality. I don't know. I think I'll give him a 45, and I'll give this photo a 31. Here's a photo of an osprey I saw up in this tree. He kind of has this hummingbird up on his side. It's either like his assistant or his it's bugging him. I'm not sure. It kind of does look like it's his secretary or something. I think he's got a lot of personality, staring off here. This hummingbird is definitely adding something. So this photo I think I'll give an 85, and I'll give the osprey a 72, and I'll give this hummingbird a 91. Here's another photo of that osprey. It was standing at the top of this tree, displaying his wings. I think this is a really nice photo. I think he's got a lot of personality. I'm going to give this photo a 92, and I'm going to give the bird a 90. A photo of a yellow-rumped warbler. He's eating a bug. I think this is a pretty good photo. I like to see birds eating things. I think that adds a lot of personality. It's a little blurry, right? His head's looking a little odd. He's, it kind of looks like somebody smoothed his head out. He's not got a lot of contrast here. The whole tree's looking a little odd. I don't know what that is. So I think I'll give this guy a, I don't know. I mean, he's got a bug, but he's out of focus. I don't know if I'd say his personality. I think I'll give him a 61. I think I'll give this photo a 41. Here's a chickadee sitting in a tree. I like that when I change the photos, you can kind of see him at different angles here. I think I'll give this guy a 62, and I'll give this photo a 71. I like that we can see his fur here. Here's this bird. He's chewing on his wing, trying to, I don't know, clean it. He's sitting on this branch. The branch is a little bit more in focus than he is. If I go to the next one, I think it's a little better. So I like this guy. I think he's got some attitude. I think he's pretty good. The photo's a little out of focus. So I think I'll give this guy a 78, and I'll give the photo a 32. This is a crow eating a rock. At least I think that's a rock. Let's kind of take a look here. Yeah, I think it's a rock. I'm not sure. I don't know. I mean, he's got his feet down here. He's touching this rock. Got some flowers. I don't know. It's a pretty nice photo. He's pretty in focus. He's kind of got, he's doing something. He's eating something. I think I'll give this guy a 73, and I think I'll give the photo a 80. I saw this mountain bluebird sitting on his table. He's kind of hunched over here. I like that. He kind of looks like he's shivering, or he's just scrunched up. If I go to the next one, we can kind of see him standing a little more upright. He looks a little tired. Here he's doing this really weird stance on this table. Like what is going on here? He's standing like a person. I really like this guy. I think I'm going to give him a 97. I think I'm going to give this photo a 85. There's a photo of a duck I saw really far away in this lake. He's staring at me. I think he did see me. So I like that. This guy's definitely got a little bit of attitude on him. I'm going to give him a 72. This photo, though, it's got to get like a 1. When you zoom out, you really can't see him at all. You just see all these lily pads. Here's a photo of a jackrabbit I saw. It's really kind of crazy how high he's jumping. I've never seen a jackrabbit before. I like his ears here. I think that's really interesting. I think he's a really cool, interesting little animal. I think I'll give him a 40, and I'll give the photo a 30. So it looks like this week we had a tie between the osprey and the mountain bluebird. Both were pretty good photos. Both were pretty good birds. So, they both had a tie at 182 points. And then the bird that came in last place was the red-winged blackbird. I think these birds are just so common that there was no way it was not going to get last place. So let me know if you disagree with any of the rankings or any other thoughts. Thanks.